Except for the monk who has little to nothing to do with women in his lifetime, understanding the nature of women is a necessity for every man. Like I stated earlier, except you desire to stay celibate for life as a result of religious practices or any other personal reason, dealing with women is an unavoidable aspect of life as a man. Understanding their nature and the harsh aspects of it helps you when in making the greatest decision of your life, which is who shall be the mother of your kids. It also helps in relations with her as well as the other women you meet in your life as a man. The understanding of a man and that of a woman are entirely different, and ignorance at this sees innocent men end up with women undeserving of their class and personality. This ignorance can also lead to divorce, which is often so unhealthy in the psychology of the children the union has produced. Here are 7 facts about women you must know. 1. They like it when you are capable of cheating. Women like to have to themselves that man whom other women desire to be with. She likes to have all to herself, that particular man who has what it takes to get himself other women but chose to be faithful than keeping all to herself, a man nobody wants. It gives the feeling of a loser, being left with a commodity no one ever wants. In fact, this is a normal aspect of human nature. No one likes to buy a product other people are ignoring. No one wants to live in a city that is abandoned and deserted. We want the things other people feel good about and not the ones they rejected. This is why as a man, you must continue to improve yourself even while in a committed relationship. Attraction is continuously renewed and refreshed each day as you continue to improve yourself. Do not be the man who allows your glow die because of a mere relationship. Do not be the man who allows your relationship to have you part ways with your purpose. It screams weakness. 2. Their words do not mean much, their actions do. Women do not hold their words to high regards like men do. Her words usually reflect her present feelings but not her true state of mind. Pay greater attention to what she does and not what she says. When she says she loves you to make you feel good, it's way more reasonable not to get carried away by such statements but to look at her actions towards you and see if she really meant it. Genuine desire is impossible to be camouflaged no matter how she tries. Also, understanding that what she says can be influenced by her present emotions, you should not get upset when she finds it difficult keeping to her words. Expect it, it's all part of her. Words are cheap with them and they usually don't feel the necessity to hold on to their words, unlike men. 3. They all yearn for a man they can submit to. Most women are looking for a father figure. As children, our father was our hero. He's ever ready to protect, lead and guide us at every given time. As men we grow up and are expected to become this father figure, but women grew up and still desire to be led and protected except for those who do not have a good father figure growing up. Your confidence and leadership skills convinces her you're worth submitting to. Do not be afraid of mistakes for you will never completely avoid them, only learn from them when they eventually come. Always be yourself. The worst you would do as a man is worship her like a goddess. Her contempt for you grows so fast that she gets sick of you and starts to look outside for someone who is really masculine enough to give her the feminine feeling every woman craves, except she's not a feminine woman. As a masculine man you shouldn't have anything doing with a non-feminine woman. Femininity comes with the craving to be protected, led, corrected, provided for. Many women today are feeling lonely because, even though they are with men who provide for them financially, these men lack the emotional intelligence as well as the psychological maturity of a father figure. This also is why you see them cheat and divorce these rich men who anyone would easily think provides them all they demand. There are things money can't buy. While you work for money, also improve yourself emotionally and psychologically. 4. Feminine calendar affects her moods. Unlike men, the different parts of the menstrual calendar of women influences their hormones and sometimes they fail to control it and you see her manifest the effect of these changes physically. It may shock you that a girl who was all friendly with you in a matter of minutes ago starts to radiate an unpleasant attitude the next moment. It happens that you start asking yourself what the problem is and what you've done wrong. For a good number of times, there is likely nothing wrong, just the hormonal changes in her body through her monthly cycle. What's best in this moment is to let her be. During ovulation, she craves intimacy more than every other time, and you would see her acting so clingy, but after then you see how it suddenly ends. Cramps, on the other hand, makes them act weird, which a lot of men could find unpleasant. Men need to understand this while dealing with them. These 2 moments in their calendar tend to make them act the least rational, makes them willing to do just anything in the hit of the moment. 5. Her kids comes first, particularly in single mothers. When you commit to a woman who already has kids, you are likely to be a stranger among she and these kids. Her kids will never see you as part of them, no matter how much you compromise your own standards in trying to bond with them. Also, she will always put the comfort of these kids ahead of your own. This is nothing you will want for yourself. The sight of these kids alone would always remind her of the man who brought them, and if for any reason she gets to cross paths again with this man, cheating is sure. She hardly would get unattached from him. Allowing herself taken for such a man strongly indicates she believed this man was a true father figure and saw in him the potentials of being qualified to take care of her and her kids, but then, things went south and you're with her for that reason. Do not be a backup plan for when things went south. Know your worth and go for the best you can get. 6. They easily get influenced by friends. For any kind of life anyone wants to stay away from, the most necessary step is staying away from people who lead such a life. The kind of people she has as friends can be seen as a window through which a clear view can be gotten into the kind of person she really is. It is common interests that make people friends, and 2 people who do not think alike can hardly be friends. Not just this, her friends would be most likely the ones she meets for certain advice concerning her and the both of you. People would only give words of advice from their own perspectives and where their understanding stops. The kind of people these friends are would determine the perspectives from which they shall tell her what and what not to do. The urge to conform with peers is seen in high degree among women more than it is seen in men. The kind of people these friends are determines the values she tries to conform with. To know the kind of girl she really is, look at the kind of people she is close friends with. Also, another advantage of studying her friends is this. What you really mean to her shall be seen in how her friends treat you. If they treat you with respect, she treats you and talks about you with high regard in their presence. If they do not respect you, she likely doesn't say good about you or makes ridicule of you when she is with them. 7. The less sophisticated, the purer. The higher the number of men she's been with, the less her bonding ability. When a girl is still innocent, her heart is quite open and fertile for love and romance. Such a girl, it's usually difficult seeing her unclad because she protects herself at all cost. The first man who gets inside her, she loves him wholly, and if for any reason he leaves her, it hurts so deeply. If she decides to give love another chance after this deep heartbreak, her level of trust and commitment shall never be like that of the first, and these 2 are what constitutes bonding ability. So it keeps reducing as she keeps seeing more and more men, such that the 10th breakup is easily forgotten compared to the first. When you finally get to commit to such a woman, there are less chances of bonding perfectly because her heart has been messed with. You have a huge number of people competing against both in satisfaction and leadership. She keeps comparing you with each of them. It's better going for more innocent and less sophisticated girls when one is thinking about commitment. Her level of sophistication is usually seen when you engage her in certain conversations and allow her talk.